Lucas, yes I do. Lucas is asking if I've got all the Dovetail DLC. Error ID 10T. Thanks, Ridecar. Oh dear. You know what? If I could get taken away for talking to myself, then I would have been taken away a long time ago. Okay, good afternoon, driver. All through traffic is using the main lines through Cologne South today, and you've been held here waiting for a slot in the passenger traffic. Today's is not a straightforward run. Good. So keep a close eye on the signals, and remember that the speed of this train is limited to a maximum of 120 kilometers per hour. Right, let's get my enemy switched on. Right. Forward. Ready to go now. Welcome to everyone that's just joined. Lucas Eddy, Rob Allen, JM1260, Ruben Train Freak, Alan Blundell, Jaime, Captain Bob, Elite 620, Bang Coaches, Frosty, Gaza, GeForce, and Paul, JP4712. Have I got my gap in the traffic? I have got my gap in the traffic. I'm sure that's my signal. I've got headlights on. They appear to. Right.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Right, so we're now in 1000 Hertz. Which puts us on what? That reckons 85 kilometers per hour. I would have said that we were on probably 45 actually. Let's get rid of that so we can see what's going on the actual cab dash a little bit easier. Right, so while I'm driving this train, apologies if I don't communicate via the chat too much. The German trains are just a little bit more tricky to drive than well, every other train out there, really. And it commands a little bit more of my attention. But that's fine, we're doing 3 scenarios, you'll get more of my banter later on, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of people ribbing my fabulous driving skills while I'm doing this. So this is the MRCE BR185.5 released today on Steam. I did a preview for it on the Dovetail channel a little while ago, last week. We've just gone 500 Hertz. Right. So we're just waiting on this red light. Then we'll go grab us a screenshot, I think. Unless that's my train, in which case that's the train in my way, then I'm going to get going. However, we're now in restricted 500 Hertz, which means we're limited to 25 kilometers per hour.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Fringe Starling, do I like the London Brighton and the Class 377? Absolutely. I love the London Brighton route. Hey Clawzord. Good to see you back on the channel again. So our next stopping point is at Brule in 12 kilometres. So Lucas said he's just asked if I can drive the Class 52 Western. I can certainly add it to my to-do list. Once I finish this scenario, you'll have to just remind me of your requests. Right, so that signal repeater is telling me the next signal is green. In which case, I can press... Right, we've freed ourselves out of monitoring. We can now speed up, and we have the world is our oyster, apparently. Sort that C for madness out. Oh, we're speeding. See, the world is our oyster, except it's a 40 km/h speed limit. Now pay attention, man. Right, Seafer again. Does that say 90? That says 90. I can speed up. We've got greens. I'm starting to learn the names of these signal states now, because I think we just passed an HP1 VR1. Going into an 80. Again, we have a green signal. Elite, yes, it did enable PZB mode O, and I haven't got the manual to hand, so I have no idea how to change it. So we'll just have to make do with that for the time being. I know I can't go faster than 120, so. I love this swooping curve down here. Very cool. So Fringe and your 6 steam train cameos, I think you absolutely know how to hit the right button there. I think that's very good idea. So Dan Leeds Gaming, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. Welcome back to Class 455. And Ronnie 1993, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. So we're accelerating, remembering our limit to 120. Ouch, Fringe. Oh, I haven't even done anything wrong yet, and Fringe is already going for the jugular. Another VR1. I think that's a VR1. Is it a VR1? I can't remember. No, VR1 is green yellow, isn't it? Maybe it's VR2 then. Oh, it was only overspeeding a touch. It's got to be done, really. Another distant that's in good shape. Oh, can't while the train is moving, so I'll have to change it at rule. Fringe? Unfortunately not, no. So Fringe was just asking, is it possible to disable the DSD, driver safety device, on the Class 91? Sadly it isn't. Good evening, Lazy, Dougie, Gareth, T-Dog, Ross, Chris, and Seagaginator. 4 kilometres to our stop now. Still got a green light on the end of this platform. So for this evening's plan, we're going to start off with this Cologne Koblenz run with a BR185.5, and then we are going to take a trip along the West Highland line, Class 156. Found a rather nice scenario, what looks like a nice scenario on Steam Workshop, so I thought that'd be good. And then we are going to go back to the New York New Haven line.
Zugbeeinflussung.
And we are going to run the genset. Alright, so under 1000 Hz monitoring again. I've slowed down a bit too much really, but never mind. Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. West Highland line is very, very nice.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
Right, so we're just slowed down now. Apparently we should have slowed down a hell of a lot more though. So that's all of my score gone. I totally didn't see there was a 40 km/h speed limit there. But oh well, never mind. Captain Cheesecake, Ninja Joker, Stew, and Video Game 345. I have to say, even though my score is not reflecting it, I'm really quite enjoying the scenario so far. Which is a big step forward for me. I normally find the German scenarios incredibly stressful. Get the feeling we're being looped here for something to come in front of us. Right, so while we're waiting, that wasn't a half bad screenshot. Right, so let's let that commuter train get out of the way, and then we're going to be on our way behind it, I presume. So let's put the brakes back on. Oh, gradient here. Yes, Fringe, I do quite like stopping service scenarios. Lucas, remind me after I finish the scenario. I can't do anything about it right now, but after the scenario I'll be able to make a note of it. Ooh, get back in the driver's seat, thank you. So we're limited to 25 kilometers an hour because we're in 500 Hz restricted monitoring. CFA. Hey there, Matt Riley. Thanks for the follow, much appreciated. I never remember whether I'm supposed to acknowledge a green yellow. And Ross Chris, thank you for the follow as well, much appreciated. Cancelling CFA is numpad enter. So we're just in restriction now, so we're up to 45 km/h speed limit. We're out of the 500 Hz restriction.
CFA.
I get the feeling though we're going to be following that train, which means that I'm going to be having a more fun time.
CFA.
What's the starter set to? That looks to me like a green signal, so I'm going to free ourselves out of restricted monitoring. If I'm wrong, then the emergency brakes will come on. Clausord, if you just look me up, just to find Matt Pedalston on Steam, that's the easiest way. I'll forget to add you, whereas if you add me, then I've got nothing to forget really, because I'll see you're in the list. Hey there, Pipe Sergeant, Lazy, Matt Riley, JPT, Nathan, and GG Spikey. Welcome to the channel this evening. Distant is green. And we're limited to 120 kilometers per hour. That little stint at restriction monitoring does seem to have set us back a little bit, but never mind. I don't think my score is something I need to worry about, put it that way. Oh, 199? No. Thought I saw a signal. So our next waypoint is Bonn, in 15 kilometres, or 14 and a half now. Still got green. Hey QWERTY Afro, welcome to the channel this evening. Not sure what you're referring to, UK Gamer. Perhaps if you could be a little more specific in your question. All the signalling in the game is indeed controlled by scripting. And you can pretty much do anything that Lua can do with them, to be honest. Clause, remember to type it with a space, Matt Space Pedalston, and also make sure that you spell the surname correctly, because there are about 100 different misspellings, but only one right spelling. Right, we're back up to our 120 kilometers per hour train set speed limit. We're now only 10 kilometers to our waypoint at Bonn. So I figure we'll do the giveaway after this scenario. Just trying to come up with some sort of moderately appropriate but slightly bizarre question. I'm sure I'll come up with something. UK Gamer, no, you can't. Unless the signals have already been scripted that way. So you can write new scripts to add that functionality in, I guess. But it would be tricky to manage it. You've got no way of... The signals can talk to each other, but nothing can talk to the signals. Clawzord, try joining the Steam group for Train Sim Live, and then you'll find me in the list there. That's probably the easiest way of doing it. I have a horrible suspicion I might have just missed a ZS3V. Never mind. Another commuter train coming in there. Nothing of note there by the looks of it. Down to 5 kilometers now. Cheers, Elite620. Thanks for joining us this evening. By keeping it around 120, we're managing to just about get that. Oh, yeah, we're just about getting it back. We're down to 2750 now.
Sifa.
See, I don't even know the answer to that, Fringe. The idea is to come up with an easy question, not a hard one. Really, really easy. Like, what colour is the black MRCE 185.5? Three kilometres for Bonn. What's happening next? Then we are stopping at Bonn, Bad, and 8 kilometres, okay? So there's 3V, 60 kilometres.
Beeinflussung.
So the next signal is a 60 km/h speed limit, which we are pretty much, yep, we're down to now. Hey Coplopper, Darkweed, Bryson, Bad Hair, Air Lazy, welcome to the channel this evening. Gaza, welcome.
Sifa.
Coplopper, yes, this is the new BR185.5. Yeah, I'd like to show you the outside as well. We'll have a look at the outside in a minute. These trains were meant for driving, not being a tourist on. 60 kilometers an hour. Next signal's green.
Zugbeeinflussung.
I don't need to do a PZB and knowledge on those then. Excellent. Alright, Ricky, thanks for joining. We might even have some time. Let's have a look outside, shall we? You just want the brakes to come on, don't you? Just keep mashing the enter key. Oh, we are Equal Opportunities PZB provider, Ed. See, all these timeliness bonuses I'm getting. If I hadn't absolutely destroyed my score with that brief bit of speeding, I'd have got a good score out of this. Signal repeater says the next signal is green, so we're good to keep going. Actually in a 60 limit, I don't need to be doing 45. Speed up. .9 kilometers now to a stop at this freight yard, what I presume is a freight yard. No problem, mole man. Good, we've got a clear next signal. Stopping in 4.3 kilometers. Welcome back, Dougie. CAD, more man. It's the DTG building.
SIFA.
That's a distance, is it? Okay. Oh no, it isn't. There was just a leaf blocking the actual signal. Ah, it's nice of that leaf. It's just for fun, Coplopper Mal. What I suspect is that in reality there's a building there that is highly commercial and so forth, which means we couldn't reproduce that. So we put our own building in instead.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Not far now to the end of this one, I think. Remagen is our next. Oh, I see. We're going on to 17 more kilometres yet. Okay. Alright, so I've been taking it a bit easy coming into this last bit here. Never mind.
SIFA.
That's a restriction. Good. Down to 40 for that signal. You know what, given my score, I really don't care that I'm late. Oh, it's a 60 there, okay.
Zugbeeinflussung.
And we're being pulled off the main line again.
SIFA. SIFA.
Roll up to the signal. Right. Let's have another look. Let's have a look at these wagons. Get out of my way, train. Well, I even got points, even though I was really late. Sort of impressed at that, really. So we're in 500 Hz monitoring again, so we are stuck at 25 kilometers an hour as and when we start moving. Thank you. So we've got a caution followed by an expect stop, or with an expect stop. And we've got 60 kilometers now from here. The ZS3 sitting on the ground. Oh, the distance just went to greens.
Zugbeeinflussung.
No, I don't have to do anything on that. Good. Which means we're actually clear up to 400 now because we're at the 500 hertz has gone. Good, good. Just waiting till we get out of restriction. Come on, man. Yes, this is the BR185.5 that was released today. I'm just going to release it and then I'm going to take a risk because I think we passed a double green distant, which means this signal is green, and I'm perfectly right within my rights to get out of this restriction. Hey there, JPT, Bad, 616101, and Lucazone, welcome. Yep, we are indeed clear to come out, and there's nothing on the ZS3 indicator, so all is good. Ooh, don't need wheel slip. I don't need yet another thing taking my score away. Can't believe I lost so much score for such a simple mistake. Never mind. So, next waypoint is Remagen, track 7 south. Oh, that signal was good, and that is in 14 kilometers. Happy birthday, Coploper Mal. Simple mistake. There was a drop to 40 kilometers an hour, and I didn't. I was so busy monitoring PZB and what I was doing that yeah, I completely forgot that to check speed limits and things, and I was rather overspeeding, and that gave me about a minus 900 point penalty right near the beginning of the scenario. So I've almost got it back to 0, which is pretty awesome. Makes me want to do this scenario again in another time and get the maximum points. Alan Blundell seems to be doubting my sincerity. May have good reason. It's not down to me, Coploper, but I doubt it. What do you mean doing badly, Fringe Starlin? I don't do badly. I don't do good, but I don't do badly. Greens again! Oh, dark! Oh! It's like some kind of pincer attack coming at me from all sides. Signals looking good. Speed's now 120. And we're actually ahead of schedule. "10 kilometers to go." Just had warning of 100. ZS3V warning us of the drop to 100. So I shall drop my speed to 100. Welcome, JPT, Spunky Monkey, Epic Pipe, Nanis, and Lucazone again. Welcome this evening. Yes, so for all of you who are on the channel, I will be hosting the, well, actually Steve and I will both be co-hosting the official Dovetail channel tomorrow. So come and join us for a look at the Mannheim-Karlsruhe route. Again, it's all pre-release stuff. So interested to get your feedback. But yes, do come along. Be on the official Dovetail channel at 8 o'clock, and I'll be back here at some point afterwards. I'm not entirely sure when. It should be 9:30, but we're doing it a slightly different way tomorrow, so I don't know when I shall be home. Let's get sped back up to the speed limit. What are we down to? 7.5 kilometers. Oh, fringe! Ouch! Spiky, I mean, this laptop is very powerful. There's no point me streaming at higher quality because no one can watch it. Every time I boost the stream, even 500k, it doesn't work. People say they can't watch it, and it keeps buffering. So I keep dropping it back down to a megabit. I've got a 15 megabit upstream here, so I can go as high as you want, or at least at the 3.5 that Twitch permit. This machine's already running with SSAA 2x2. So there's not really any way I can improve the quality without Twitch letting me have the option to allow users to downsample. So there's no point me streaming at a quality which means too many people can't watch it. That kind of defeats the purpose. We should all petition Twitch to let me have partner, so that I can get the option so that everyone can choose the quality that they want. Coplopper, according to Twitch regulations I've seen, 3500 is the fastest you're permitted to Twitch. But it doesn't really matter. I could broadcast at 12,000 if I needed to. You know what? It'll all come in time. Yes, Fringe, it's all your fault. Everything. What's our record number online? Just over 60. So a little way from the 500 that we need. Alright, looks like we've got some signalling action going on now. We're only 2.5 kilometers away from our target.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Down to 85. Well, down to 65 now actually, but oh well. So after this, I'm going to do the West Highland Line extension. Well, actually, after this, we're going to do a giveaway, but then we're going to do the West Highland Line extension. How do we even do that more, man? Yeah, that's a shame, QWERTY Afro. I'd be happy to pay for it. I mean, if a turbo subscription gave us this ability, that would be cool as well. I'm quite happy to pay for it. The downsampling option requires them to give an awful lot more processing power. Ha! We got to the 40. I got it right. Oh man, did you not even have a compass in that plane? You know. You were aiming for London and you end up in Bristol. Surely a compass could have helped that. Right, where are we going? Remagen track 7. So we're almost there. I actually quite like CIFA and DSD because it forces you to stay completely focused on driving the train. Not great for twitching, it has to be said, because everyone says, "Oh, I want to see the outside." I think most of the time, this time, people are saying they want to see the outside just so that they can see the train come screeching to a halt, but never mind. Oh dear. Right. So since the last update to TS 2015, who's picked themselves up a track IR or started using face track no IR? French, I apologise. Please do include the 16 trains in your next scenario. Please, pretty please. Yeah, I use 3 screens as well, JJ. I've only got two of them plugged in at the moment, or the laptop and one extra are plugged in at the moment. And this is our stopping point. Several more southbound passenger trains are due to pass shortly, which means this train will be held here for quite a while. So scenario complete. Right, so 17 XP gained. Absolutely awesome. After that massive dent in my score right at the beginning, the fact that I earned a positive score in this scenario is, I don't know. I'd like to thank my parents, and I'd like to thank all the viewers of the channel, obviously, and Dovetail for making the game. I'm humbled